what the Shriners ultimately represents to me is hope. You got people that are born, with birth defects. You got people that are burned. You got people with all type of physical and mental, situations that, if it wasn't for the Shriners in the hospital, that it'd be very difficult for them to overcome.
The truth is, it is a series of temples of good men who decided they wanted to be even better. That's literally what it's about. It's about 22 hospitals that have to be fully funded every single year in order to provide for the needs of children with orthopedic needs, burn needs, cleft palate, and it's even branched out into some other ancillary things over the years. So,
well, Shriners are a fraternity organization, and we raise money for the hospitals is our main goal, and we do different fundraisers to raise money for the hospital. Well, being a Shriner, I've been a Shriner for 40 years, and what I like best is working here at the hospital and seeing these kids not be able to walk after they hadn't been able to walk.
Children are treated there without regard to whether or not the family has the financial means to pay. That's never a concern. They don't want parents to be stressed about those things. For the children, when you walk in, it doesn't look like a hospital. And that's one thing that stands out to me, is that there are hospital rooms there in wings of places, but for the most part, they don't see that. They walk in and see, fountains with animals, and they see games, and they see fun, and they see happy things. It's not a place where they walk in and see clinical treatment.
And there are
and I think that's a good thing for children, because it's not approached that way.
Oh, no.
And my kids don't mind going at all. They look forward to their appointments at Shriners because of that.
People used to come to Shriners Hospital because it was free, and it's still without cost of anybody. You'll never see a hospital like this. If you ever talk to any of our patients, you'll know that our hospital is not like any other. Now they come here because with Googling and everything else, they find out that the best pediatric, orthopedic, medical care they can get is at Shriners Hospitals. Our doctors are world-renowned for what they do and their ability to do it. Whether it's in Philadelphia, Northern California, Canada, or here, you cannot find better medical care than you get here.
We love it, the fact that Hollywood has been using this technology about the last dozen years or so. We've been using this kind of technology for the past 30 years to understand how kids move, specifically kids with movement disorders like cerebral palsy.
They're not doorknob holders. Like you go in a doctor's office and you feel like they're holding the door waiting to jump back out. And I've never felt that way. I've never felt rushed. I've never felt like they didn't have my child's best interest at heart. Again, there are nurses there that know them by name every time they come in. It's been Jessa a lot lately, but and they're always, Jessa, what have you been doing? They ask her about her pageants, and they ask her about her siblings, and because they know her. It's staff who know you, they know your children. The person who's been making his prosthetic legs, the same person his whole life, Miss Chrissy, has been making his legs the whole time. So she knows his quirks. Yeah. She knows his personality. She knows he has autism, and that's okay. They know you, and that makes a difference. Mm-hmm. They stopped her to talk to her, and one guy got down on his knee there and was talking to her in her chair. And as she waved and leaves out the door, and she looks at me, and she's only 4, but I always wondered if my children got it until the moment she says, "Did you see that guy, Mommy? He had the red hats. He's one of the good guys. Only the good guys get the red hats." And at that moment I thought, she gets it. She gets it completely, little bitty Jessa. And that's why, because the men get down on their level. They talk to them like they're human beings, not a clinical child that's sick. It's not, oh, poor little so-and-so that has this wrong with them. It's just they're a kid. And Shriners' goal is to do everything they can to help these kids be kids. And that's it. They want them to be kids and participate in kid things. And if that means giving them a wheelchair so that they can be at a playground zipping around doing whatever, then that's what they do. If that means making, gosh, I have no idea how many sets of prosthetic legs Brady will go through by the time he graduates Shriners. And they don't care. Whatever it takes to watch him be out there doing life.
We had a doctor, and I believe it was talking about Ava, and we were talking about, can she do, like, I think it was horse riding at the time, and the doctor said, take her to do it. If something happens, we'll fix it. Don't let it hold her back. Take her to do the horseback riding, take her to do the gymnastics or dancing or whatever. And if something goes wrong, we'll fix it. That's why we're here.
Yep.
If you can't remember anything else, I hope you'll always remember the patients and what Shriners Hospital does for everybody. Y'all know your abilities. Y'all take for granted every single day what God has given you. The great ability to walk, to run, even the rudimentary things in life. If you ever have a bad day, you come to a Shriners Hospital. You come to Shriners Hospital and you see a child with a disability that doesn't have any legs, that's an amputee, and you see one of the happiest kids you'll ever see in your life, smiling up at you. You'll get the best warm feeling you've ever had.